Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abel and we are back with Football Manager 2020 and the promotion project with Fatih Karagümrük. And it's fair to say we've had a terrific start to our second season with the club. More so than that, we've had an unbeaten start. But today we have got a difficult game as we pay a visit to Hatayspor, who sit in 7th place. As it stands, we are top of the table. So a win or a draw here would be unbeaten in our first 6 matches. Hopefully we can keep that top spot. And you know what, last time I said, we can really push for an automatic promotion spot. If we continue playing like this, then we will get that. As always, if you're enjoying the series, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do consider subscribing and turning on notifications. Let's have a look at what happened last time. So we kicked off our season last time with a pretty comfortable 3-0 home win against the newly promoted Manisa. Good performance, 2 goals from Batdal in the opening 10 minutes, and Mirvan coming up with a thunderbolt in the second half. Really good performance and a great start of the season. We did really well off camera as well. We did drop points against Adanaspor, the only match where we have dropped points so far. We were leading for a lot of the match, and then a late equaliser for the home side meant that we left with just 1 point. Matdal got the goal for us, his 3rd goal of the season inside 4 minutes, a very quick goal, and we led for a lot of the match, but Adanaspor did equalise in the 90th minute. Mehmet Turkmen off the bench, getting the equalising goal in the 90th minute. So just a 1 point for us, but still a good point to take away from home. Adanaspor are a good side. We then defeated Osmanlıspor 2-0 in a home game. Pretty good performance here again. Lots of possession for us, which is nice to see. We haven't always had much of the ball in our previous games, but the way we're set up, that seems to be happening a lot more. 2-0 home win. Emre Nefis gets his first goal for us. I don't think he scored in the first season. I might be wrong though. But he scored in 17 minutes. And then in the second half, we made it 2-0 from the penalty spot. And Mahir Oktay converted that as Batdal had gone off the pitch. And Cicek won the penalty. And then Oktay converted it. 76 minutes, got the goal there. 2-0, another routine win. And few shots on target for Osmanlıspor, a few chances created, but we defended really, really well. An incredible result away against Akhisarspor. We were 2-0 down at half time, and a thrilling second half and a fantastic second half meant that we actually came out 4-2 winners away from home against Akhisarspor. Really, really good response from a poor first half. We went 2-0 down. Alperen Babakan and Alhan Kubalas with the goals for the home team, 15 minutes and 34 minutes. We were 2-0 down at half time. Mirvan Çelik scored 5 minutes in the second half to pull 1 goal back and make it 2-1. And then 2 minutes after that, Atabey Cicek scored his first goal for us to equalise. And we then took the lead. Hasan Hüseyin Akar, a new signing, I haven't shown you him yet, but I will in a second, scores on, I think, his first start. He might have started again before that, I'm not quite sure. But 65 minutes, we took a lead for the first time. That was 3-2. And then with Akhisarspor going for that 3-3, going for that equaliser, we broke at the other end. Birhan Vatanseva with the 92nd minute goal to score our 4th goal. An incredible performance away from home. A great result. Really, really pleased with this one. We then had our Turkish Cup 3rd round game, a home game against Tokatspor, who are in the league below us. 4-0, pretty convincing win here, and we didn't allow them much at all. Disappointed to lose Oktay to an injury, a groin injury I think it was, 5 to 6 weeks. So that's not good. We are a little bit limited in midfield options. You might notice someone's missing, so I'll talk you through that as well. But yeah, a 4-0 win. We did lose Oktay, but we played well. Akar scored another goal on 15 minutes. And then Batdal got a hat-trick. He scored twice just before half-time, one of which was from the penalty spot. And then completed his hat-trick in the 91st minute. So a good performance at home. And we have got a 2nd division side in round 4 as well. So that should be a win there. And hopefully through to round 5. And lastly, we had a 2-0 home win against Ümraniyespor. We really, really peppered their goal. We didn't allow them a shot on target. We were really, really dominant and just could not get the goal. They went down to 10 men and suddenly we were able to do it. And Taj Dalin got sent off on 56 minutes. A straight red card for him. They went down to 10. And then we went very attacking and finally got the goals. Akar scored in his 3rd consecutive game, I think, 75th minute goal there. And then Cicek off the bench gets a goal in stoppage time. 40 shots at goal in this one. We were just all over them. Didn't allow them anything at all. Took a while to actually get the goal. But it's an unbeaten start to the season after 5 league games. We also got a victory in the cup. It's Hatayspor today. Probably our toughest test so far. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it will be another game without defeat, but we'll have to wait and see. Don't remember if I've shown you Atabey Cicek, but here he is. He's a striker that's essentially the new Stefan Silva, except he's much, much better. And he's more of an advanced forward, deep line forward as well. So he's not really the same sort of player. But yeah, looks good. He's done well for us so far. A couple of goals in the leagues. He's come from Başakşehir, the Istanbul side, which I can never say the name of. Had a loan with Samsunspor last season, got 13 goals there. So far, he's done well for us. £275,000 is the fee. I think it's over 2 or 3 years, so we're not paying all of that right now. But yeah, he is in. Akar has joined us from Kazımpaşa. £135,000 is the fee there. It looked like a really good prospect. I mean, 20 natural fitness. It's nice to have a 20 in this team. But just very well rounded. Lots of 12s and 13s mentally. Looks very, very good. Not as very determined, but I mean, the current ability is at 4.5 star. This guy is very, very good. And to get him for only 135k, I think that's a steal. And he's not earning a great deal either. £3,000. That's one of our highest earners, but still not too much. The last signing is our 6th loan signing. There are quite a lot of loans in this team, but we needed a bit of cover at left back. We've got Kaan Kadir Özdemir on loan from Konyaspor, so he will be playing sort of behind Alparslan, maybe coming in when Alparslan is out. He's a full-back defender, so he's not really the wing backs that we've taken to using. He is a bit more defence minded, but looks very competent. Yeah, so I mentioned there might be someone missing. There is. Rahim Lawal's gone. He's gone to Gazizhir. If I said that right, I don't know. But yeah, he was subject of a number of bids. I think you saw the one that was bid by the UAE side. We rejected it. He wasn't happy. Trying to force a remove. Another team came in for him. We rejected it. And then the squad came to me and said, look, you need to let this guy go. He clearly wants to leave. He wasn't a massively influential player. I think he was influential. So he wasn't a highly influential player, wasn't the team leader. So he wasn't right up there in the pecking order, but he at least had some influence. So when the Gazizhir bid came in, I pushed him up to, I think, about 150 grand in total. That was accepted. He left. And then the squad came to me and said, why did you sell this guy? He was really good. They can't make up their minds. I don't know what they want. But he has gone, so that is why we've bought a car in. But we are still a little bit lacking in options there. We only have 3 central midfielders, and we have Oktay. He's out for a few weeks, so we are a bit lacking in those options. I did try and push for a defensive midfielder sort of late on, but we ran it a little bit too late. Also, Turgut Şahin, the left-sided midfielder, has gone. He's gone to Bandırmaspor for £20,000. A player that had half a season on loan last season, didn't do too much for me at all, so he has gone for at least a little bit of money. So, on to the Hatayspor game then. They're playing in a very... Is that brown or is that like wine red, I guess? I don't know. It's like the BFC Dynamo colour almost. But we are in really good form. Unbeaten in 5. They're not doing too well. They're in 7th, but they've only won 1 of their last 5. Alright, so this is what we've been playing in the absence of Oktay. We've gone with just a pretty basic 4-3-3. We need to change the bench up. We've got Ramazan back. We can use him. We've got Sayar back. They might need some fitness tests, but I think they'll be okay. Going to go Cicek instead of Mehmet. We've got Mervan and we'll go Nefis. Seth's going to come back at wing back. We'll go Vranyanin and Azamovic. I think that'll do. I think we're okay. Let's send that out. We're cautious because we're away from home. It's a good team we're against. Let's go a little bit more direct. Toughest game so far, but we're unbeaten in 5 so far. Can we make it 6? 4-2-3-1 with a couple of defensive midfielders in Shen and Tavares. Hopefully the middle of the park will be good. Let's go pick up where you left off. Bit of faith. I did do a praise in the team meeting just before this match, a couple of days before this match. Usually when I do that, we lose the next game. Hopefully it doesn't happen here. Also, the cameras are on, so this is probably going to be a loss because the curse of the live com. I mean, they had a free kick there and they just put it over. I mean, early on here, we're having lots of possession. We're going to go balance because, as I say, if we're cautious... Oh, we've lost it now. I was going to say, if we're cautious and we're in possession, that just contradicts each other, so we can't be doing that. But coming up to half an hour, pretty level game so far. I think we have had more shots than them, but no massive chances so far. Here is Emre Nefis, and Seth keeps that in. Not a great ball for him, though. And holds on again. Emre can maybe find Seth again. He can. Can Sincere Seth set someone up? He's back with Emre again. Mervan. He's had a decent start to the season. Atabey, not Altay. Altea, the team that got promoted last year, or maybe they didn't, I can't remember. But Atabey Cicek scores, 31 minutes in, third goal of the season for him. Good start to the game. Emre with a cross, headed away, Mervan keeps it in, wasn't a great clearance. And then Atabey, he's good in the air, you know, he's a very good header with the ball, and he gets the goal there. More of that, please, although there is a corner for them, and it's headed over by Fatih. There's also players called Fatih as well as our team. It must be like a Christian name or something. I wonder what it translates to. It would be like the equivalent of us having a Premier League team called John, maybe. I don't know. But at half time, 1-0 up. That's good. Been a pretty tight game. They have had a little bit more of the possession. So I think we will go cautious for the second half, or at least start on cautious. Things are going well. I know you're capable of better. We are going to take long kicks. And just drop the defensive line slightly deeper. Just try and sit back a little bit for the second half. Not going to make a shout just yet. I don't think I need to. Get creative. Get a second goal. Free kick for us here. Mervan. Berhan with a header. It's off the woodwork, I think. And Berhan was offside anyway, so any goal wouldn't have counted. Tavares on the ball for Hatayspor. Long ball. Up to Barbosa. Still got it. Mirkan. Erdem Shen. Tavares passing the ball between each other pretty well here at Hatayspor. That no forward progress here. It's just very sideways. Here we go. Oh, Fink's got lots of space. Where's the left back? Where was El Parslan? Header on goal. It's just over. Where was El Parslan there? Is this him? No, he was very narrow. Do you know what then? We are going to slightly widen the defensive line. We'll go back to standard though. Right, demand more. I think a second goal is needed here because, as I say, they're having some chances. And I'd like to try and get another win. A draw will be fine. It would be a continuation of our unbeaten run. And a counter-attack here, though. Emre's coming forward. And he's taking it past the left back with ease. And a cross. And he can't quite get on the end of it, can the attacker. But Mervan keeps it in. And Atabey. That's a penalty. Thank you. That's a handball. Not often you get handball decisions in the game. But Atabey on the ball here to convert the penalty maybe. Get his second goal. Get our second goal. Come on, Atabey Cicek. Is he going to score it? Yes, he is. The keeper didn't even move. 2-0. And with about 20 minutes left to go, we'll keep it as it is at the moment. But when we get to those last 10 minutes, I think it's time to go defensive. The goalkeeper hasn't even moved. He's too busy waving his arms. What are you doing? Right, we're going to go for a praise. We're going to make some changes just to try and keep it fresh. Get some fresh legs in there. And the issue is that we don't have any real midfielders on the bench. So we can't really change that. But Mervan's going to come off. We're going to bring on Eskilac on the left-hand side. And we are into the last 10 minutes now. We're going to go defensive. We're going to make our second sub. And it is going to be Hussein coming off. We'll put Dubolovic just in between Azamovic and Vranjanin. Make Berhan a bit more supportive so we can break again and get a third goal if we need one. 83 minutes on the clock here. Berhan to Sincere Seth. Could be a third goal here. The cross is blocked. Great sliding tackle there by Emre. Seth with it again. Fatih with a header away, only as far as Alpsoy. And then it is eventually cleared. And now Alparslan. Like, we aren't stopping in this game. This is terrific. We're playing such good football at the moment. Where was this last season? Obviously, I've fixed the issues from last season, definitely. Atabey with a shot that's blocked. Alparslan straight at Akin. Could have been 3-0 there, but we're doing really, really well. A third goal would have been a bonus. Just need to make sure that we don't do anything silly at the other end. Cengiz-Can. Gökhan's gone for goal. That's blocked. Defensive, we've been on point as well. We've been so good in this game. We're going to make our final change, which is going to be Alparslan off, Özdemir on. And there you have it. It is Hatayspor 0, Karagümrük 2. And we continue our unbeaten run. We stay top of the table. Terrific performance again. Terrific form. A really good defensive performance. Happy, happy, happy. It's been a superb start to the season. Really, really happy. Like, I didn't think I'd be doing this well at this point. 6 games in, 5 wins, 1 draw. Are we going to do Liverpool? We're going to have 20 odd wins, 1 draw, 0 defeats? Probably not. But it's a fantastic start. And Karagümrük are going to be close to us for that promotion. They are one of the sides that were relegated, as were Denizlispor. I think the other ones were Tuzlaspor, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so we do have a 2-point lead at the top of the table. Denizlispor and Samsunspor both winning and Karagümrük losing. So very good start by us. One of only 2 teams without a defeat so far. The other one being Denizlispor. I don't know if we're facing them anytime soon. not till December, so that's one of our very last games before we face everyone. I think we'll do Ankaraguchi next time because they are one of our rivals, and it's a good gap until the next game. It's about a month, which is like what I always try and do, so that's good. Ankaraguchi next time. We've got Kanzi Paja off camera, 1st versus 7th. Istanbulspor 13th, Miniminspor, one of the relegation threatened sides. Altair 8th, that might be difficult, and then you've got the cup game against Afionspor, which will hopefully be a pretty easy win there, but we'll see. But that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do consider subscribing and turning on notifications. Ankaraguchi next time. We've had a fantastic start of the season so far. Hopefully we can keep it going. If we do drop some points, fine, but how long can we keep this unbeaten run going? We'll have to wait and see. I think this is our longest run so far. I think 4 or 5 games, we didn't even get that last season, so we're doing really, really well. The team's looking good. Let's hope it continues. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.